Girls and guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we have got something a little bit bigger. It's a big old boy. It is a Fiat Ducato Maxi Professional. It even says professional up there. I've got one of the clear glaze vans in. We have got an AdBlue fault. Now, this one's weird. It says will not restart in 118 miles, engine management light, blah, 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 blah. When we tested the AdBlue system on diagnostics, and you actually need the SGW secured gateway system to get into the ECU on this one because they're locked. Amazing. Once you've got into it, you can get into the AdBlue systems. We just checked and something weren't quite right. There was no fault codes in the system. However, it was saying that the AdBlue wasn't reaching the sensor, the urea sensor, sorry. So we tried to do a DPF regen to see what's going on. Obviously, that uses a lot of AdBlue. Then it happened. So if you can see on the bottom of here, this was pouring AdBlue out. When I say pouring, I mean like a tap that had just been turned on. That is the AdBlue tank. Big old boy. At the moment, it is very full. Thank you. Really enjoyed that. And I know that we've got a fault there. I don't know where, but I'm guessing something has failed. What I'm do is I had a little look under there. Looks like they're 8mm nuts holding on the heat shield, so we can have a look at the tank and see what's happening. Now I did a little bit of market research on this, just to see. The tanks on these are hideously expensive. They're like £1,800. Donkerless money. So let's find out what's broken on this. Well, we removed the heat shield. It was just a series of 8mm and oh no, that's not even in there. Hold on, I don't know why that's in there. So she is leaking from there. Part of me wants to touch it, but part of me doesn't want to touch it. Oh. I'm gonna see, I think that's the pump. I'm gonna see if I can get the pump on its own. We've got a little part number there, I think. So yeah, if we can get the pump, then I can replace that because I believe something's broken. Damn. So I had a little look at the part number. The part number, if anyone wants it, is 521-78312. There's some available secondhand, but from no one in the UK, and about 500 quid second hand. And this vehicle needs to be on the road fairly soon because obviously it's for Clear Glaze of Bedford. If you want any glass, sealed unit glass, stuff like that, Clear Glaze, hit them up. Really, really good people. So I think this leads me to, we've got to order one no matter what. They're horrendously expensive new, and they're quite expensive secondhand. So in the meantime, I'm going to ask myself a stupid question. Can I fix it? Sorry. Can I do a temporary repair until the new one arrives, a replacement of some sort? And the answer is I don't know. But I guess we're about to find out. I'm not mad. I'm pissed off. So upon removal, guess what? It's bloody snapped. Snapped there. Hold on. Yeah, so snap there, and the other half's in that pipe. Sugar would be the right words I'm looking for. But yeah, I've got me a problem now. Okay, so we got that part out of there. We've got that there. We've realised that this does actually come undone. So one screw's out from there. The other screw got a little bit mangled. So now I'm trying to find a way of getting that one out. Now, believe it or not, we have actually found one of these tap thingies on eBay for 100 and something quid, 160, 170 quid, which is good because that means we'd need to replace the whole thing. Now we found out why it's popped as well, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Right, managed to get that crappy screw out with a hammer and everything else, and here we go. This is the nozzle. There's a part number, so let's see if I can find it. So yeah, we're gonna see, if we can make something better and repairable for now, and then get something ordered in. But the good news is, we haven't wasted a drop of AdBlue, which is really good for my floor, clothing, and face. Well, there's not a great deal we can do with this. So what we've done is we've just used a fuel resistant epoxy, even though it's not fuel going through it. And a friend of mine just glued that all back together. I mean, it's fairly solid for now. I just don't know whether it's going to hold the pressure. However, I'm using my other phone for this one. So if you put in part number 773-68537, you'll find that, which is the exact same part, which is a 166 something plus postage, available from Budapest. Now, personally, I opt for a quick road trip to go over there, but you can get it there. Or if you ring main dealers in the UK with that part number, it's available. It's on back order, but they've got a few available, and they're like 260 something quid, which is highly annoying for this. Really, really annoying, considering it's basically going to become a consumable part because the tank overpressurizes. And what we have found out is the reason why it overpressurizes is due to the cap. So basically the cap doesn't have some sort of vent on it. This is what I've been told. Overpressurizes, finds the weakest link, and you've got a broken tube, which is a £200 fix, which is good because if you look online, some people are paying like 1,800 upwards to have the whole tank replaced because of this one stupid thing. Obviously with the new repair one, it comes with 2 new screws, because I've butchered one of them, and the socket to put said screws in. Have no idea how tight they need to be. It's one of the things you got to find out, haven't you? I'm going to let that set for a little bit longer, and I'm ordering, unfortunately, the more expensive one, because obviously this vehicle always needs to be on road. I've got to order the more expensive one from Fiat directly, and then pick it up in a couple of days. It'll probably be next week now. So in the meantime, I'm going to whack that one on just to get the van off the road, off my ramp, and hope that it holds. And I think I'm going to try DPF Regen, pressurize the system, see what happens. So let's find out. So this is just brilliant. So ordered this part, ended up ordering it from Budapest because they had one over there, which is here, and it's made in Czech Republic. So a guy in the UK brought a part in Budapest from made in Czech Republic, and it arrived here cheaper and quicker than what it would have been if I ordered this part from Fiat UK. Why is the UK economy going so bad? Well, this would probably be a good reason why. You can get it cheaper and quicker from abroad. Speechless. Let's just hope it's the right part. What do we have in the box? We have got a new tingy-me-ting nil valve. We've got 2 new screws, which is useful. And we have the socket for the screws. So it's a complete kit. Now, I need to get that out of here and get that big thing on there and get this fixed. I'm still so confused of how that's happened, but you know, could be worse. Could have a Maserati to work on next. Old ones are out. This one, we had to rip all the plastic off and grind a little flathead into it to put it back in. I put it in temporary just in case it leaked. I did actually try and glue it just as a temporary measure, but that definitely didn't work, so please don't try that. So now, in with the new one, new screws and new screw head. We've got a new tool for the collection, people. Okay, now this is literally easy as, that's it, it's in. And then obviously, screw number 1. And again, screw number 2. Right, let's get the new tool that we're never ever going to use again and tighten them up. So yeah, that 3D printed socket didn't quite work. It managed to get them tight and then it just crumbled on itself. So fine quality parts from Fiat Alpha Group there. The main thing is it is in and on. Now we're going to just connect that up, put the clip in and put the heat shield back on and pressurize the system. So she's all back together. Now what we can do is get it outside because we need to do a lot of resets and engage the pump and let it know that it's injecting pig's pee-pee into the exhaust. So let's get it started up and let's get it gone. So it's going nicely. It has done its DPF, well, it's in its DPF regen, and the main thing is she is not leaking horrifically at the floor, but she is getting very, very hot. So the DPF regen is underway. Then we've got to reset all parameters thereafter. Hopefully the engine management light's going to go away as well. We're already at 30 seconds. She is cooking with gas. So happy about this right now. Well, that is a happy day. Procedure done correctly. So now need to turn it off and wait for power latch. Right, all the fault codes are gone. Time for a little road test. All right, been on a nice little road test. Everything is all good. So that is the fix for this. I'll put the part number in description. So yeah, like, subscribe. So this one is done. Also, if you're in Bedford or surrounding areas and you need any glass, give Clear Glaze a shout. Really good people.